Good morning, David Sable. I was freshly back from vacation. Before I left, we talked about mentorship. And right now I want to direct this to not students, not entry-level people, but my fellow upper management white guys. A lot of racism, sexism, homophobia, discrimination against people with disabilities in the workplace. A lot of consciousness of it. A lot goes on the big institutional level, committees and guidelines and things like that. Something really effective is something we can do, sort of a reactive mentorship. You see somebody being mistreated, you take care of it. You don't keep it quiet. A couple different steps. It doesn't have to be very blatant. You pull someone aside if they say something out of character that's inappropriate. You say, "What the F was that? Where's that coming from?" You let them know that it's not okay with you, and if they drop it and they change, not a lot has to come of it. If it continues, you up the ante. You do it in front of other people. I have no tolerance for bullying or somebody making somebody else look bad to make themselves look good. You do that in front of me, I'm going to turn it right around on you. Thirdly, if it keeps up, fire them. These can be and should be firing offenses. Now, I've worked in small places, I've worked in big places. Big places, you've got to keep a record. Everyone's got an HR file. You do something wrong, I write it down. I note it. It's there. You do it again, you've got a track record. If you cease to do it, if you change your ways, I'll notice that too. Just because somebody does something inappropriate once doesn't mean we're going to write you off forever. There's always the possibility of salvation. A lot of things, you read a lot about women mentoring women, minorities mentoring minorities, which is great. That should all be encouraged. It's terrific. But let's be honest. We, i.e. upper management white guys, are disproportionately in power. We can do a lot more. We should do a lot more. We've got a lot of things at our fingertips, and one of them is the very quiet ways which we can be persuasive and get things across. Yeah, I'll call you out if you do something very blatant. I remember a surgeon throwing a scissor at a nurse from across the operating room years ago. I was a resident, and I made a comment. Not a good thing for me to do career-wise. Definitely the right thing to do back then. Listen, I'm no hero. It's just this isn't the type of thing I'm doing to make myself look good. A lot of it is pure selfishness. I want my organization to work well. But you also want to do the right thing. I've got a son, I've got a daughter. You want them to enter workplaces where things go well. So, anyway, end of sermon. Most people I know carry these feelings along. We're not quite as proactive as we should be. But anyway, one level of mentorship, especially if you're in a position of power, you see something not cool, do something about it. Don't let it just sit. More to come.